Well, we're getting ready to ride about 3,000 miles. It's actually my wife and I's 25th anniversary in just a few days actually. So we decided to take 25 days and travel at least 2,500 miles. Looks like we're going to hit about 3,000. I'll put that map up on the screen for you so you can kind of see where our trip's going to lead us. And it's not going to be an exact trip. We're keeping the itinerary open and just going where we want to go. We don't have any real reservations to go any place specific. With the exception of we are going to St. Cloud to visit Ural first. When we get there, they're going to put a clutch in the Ural Patrol, which is my wife's rig. The clutch in it is not doing really well, so we're going to get that replaced before we start the trip in earnest. Then we're going to head down to Key West, all the way up the East Coast into Virginia, all the way over to the Blue Ridge Parkway, and then we're going to take the entirety of the Blue Ridge Parkway, something that on our honeymoon we went up and traveled a little bit of the Blue Ridge Parkway, and we kind of gave up driving the whole thing. And we tried again on a later vacation and then again on a later vacation, and we've just never covered from the very start to the very end, and we're going to do that this trip. And that's provided that these rigs cooperate and we don't have any major mechanical issues. We've already delayed our trip by one day. Today is actually day one of the trip, but Hurricane Hermine came through and kind of wet everything down between here and where we're going. So we decided to just take an extra day before we leave and pack the rigs out. So we have everything for camping and hotel staying. We plan to stay in probably in campgrounds at least 2 or 3 days, then we'll stay in a hotel. You can see my rig over here. It has we've got our Airhawk seats in. I got one of these bikers friends to put my helmet and my jacket in. I've gone through both rigs, adjusted the valves, changed the oil, just gotten them ready. Both rigs are going to get new rear tires. I already have the new rear tire on mine. We'll swap the one on my wife's when they replace the clutch. Didn't see the need in pulling it out twice. And we've got both tubs packed out. This one still has a few more things we have to add when we get up in the morning to head out. We'll just throw them in here and pack this down and it'll be ready to go. We've got the other one packed out. It's packed out pretty good. We've got a tent, 2 sleeping rolls in here, food, a little bit of camp gear. I mean, it's just packed. It's really packed, and we'll show you that in a video later as we pack and unpack. We'll show you what we're able to get in each rig. Got her an Airhawk as well, and I didn't get a biker's friend for this one, but we did have these saddle bags that just kind of straddle over here, and we've got those packed out as well. And you know, we're kind of excited to go. This is just going to be an open, casual trip. We're not going to try to rush anywhere or rush back, and if we don't make it somewhere, it'll just mean we made it somewhere else. We're really going to try to just keep it open and enjoy ourselves and just get to see this part of the country. Now, we chose to stay in the southeast this year. Even though we're going 3,000 miles, which is pretty good run of it, we chose specifically to stay in the southeast. One, we needed to get a clutch in here, and I just don't have time to do that and take a vacation and go. So we're going to have that done. And plus, on the East Coast, we're near a lot of people that we know, a lot of places that we know. I've got family pretty much in most states, or good friends, someplace we could stop. So we have a lot of support in the southeast. And we're going to see how we do. We're going to see how the rigs do and how comfortable we are, and if we really can cover 200 miles a day and it doesn't build up on us, if you will. You know, we are getting a little bit older. We can't hold out like we used to. So we're going to see how well we do, and then based on that, we're going to make a decision about next year. We would love to go to Alaska. We would love to go to Washington State, Oregon, down the West Coast. I mean, there's just so many places we would like to go. But this year, I think this is a more practical trip for us to stay in the southeast and make the loop. And worst case is, you know, if we just can't make it, or the rigs just can't make it, or something happens, we can always get home fairly quickly. don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to have a good time, and we're going to try to take you guys along with us. So watch our Facebook, watch our YouTube channel. We'll be making sort of blog posts there as things we do, things we encounter. I've got video on my rig. We've got video we'll be shooting, and we're going to go see what happens. So y'all enjoy, and maybe you want to do this, maybe you don't. Maybe you'll figure that out as you watch our misadventure. So you guys have a good day, and come back and see us. Subscribe to the channel, follow us on Facebook.